Abigail Wold. I'm 29 years old and I'm currently a student at the University of South Florida. I lost both of my legs below the knee to meningococcal meningitis 6 years ago. We had no idea. I mean, my mom had been a medical professional for over 20 years and she still was very sort of clueless. And Greg made the transition much easier for us from knowing nothing to knowing what we had to get me, back to being functional as a human being. They've been with me now through 3 surgeries, my original amputations, and then 2 years later I had a revision surgery, which Greg also fitted me. I actually recovered at home for that surgery and did my therapy through an outpatient program. And then last summer, which would be the summer of 2008, I had bilateral revision surgeries, which was fun. And they basically cut about 1.5 inches off of each leg again. And hopefully this will be my final one for a while at least. Greg worked very closely with my surgeon to develop a plan of care that would get me fit into a temporary prosthesis and be able to do my rehab in an inpatient setting, which is not typical because typically the patient goes home and recovers and then would be admitted back into an inpatient program. So I was able to go directly from surgery to the inpatient program, and I was up and walking with a walker within about a week of surgery, and then by the 3rd week I was driving myself. I was out of inpatient rehab and driving myself to and from outpatient rehab. So it cut down my recovery time by months, to say the very least. And Greg actually got to be there to make sure that everything was fitting. He came into the hospital. And actually I was very impressed because one night he came, I think it was a Thursday or Friday night, and he came to the hospital at like 7:00 p.m. and I was like, Greg, don't you ever go home? I'm not sure if I really realized the value of peer visits until I did this particular peer visit. And I got to her at a time where she was just out of surgery and had absolutely no clue what her future held. Certain things that only a person that had been through that exact same thing would know. And I think that we mutually benefited from it, because I think that she obviously benefited from it because, she had someone there that had been through it and gotten back on my feet, no pun intended there, but, had gotten back on their feet and was living a normal life and was able to drive, to a rehab center to visit them and to a hospital. And, the fact that I was engaged and, she got to meet my fiance and everything, I think that made her feel like life was going to be okay again.